What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hello, fundraising family. I have missed you. Today I have a different type of video for you today. Today I am going to be reacting to a virtual gala. Now there are a lot of virtual galas going on and there's a lot of buzz about virtual galas in the industry, but I thought I would watch one that is public on YouTube and give you my thoughts and my comments. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I did was I went to YouTube and I typed in virtual gala. You can see I've been searching for this a lot. And I am gonna choose the first one to come up here. This is the Minnesota Independence College and Community. So the first thing we see here is a slideshow. There are some comments for some of what looks like their students. They're giving shout outs to their sponsors. Kind of rotating, it looks nice. Okay, so I am skipping to 2:23. We're gonna pause right there. I thought that that was a great opening. It was high energy, it got my attention, it was colorful, and it was super fun to see kids or students come walking in. Now this video premiered about a month ago on March 14th, and it is now April 13th. So this video is about a month old. However, Minnesota did not go into their lockdown until 2 weeks ago. So this was filmed and created prior to Minnesota having a state lockdown. So what you saw with students or kids running in, or adults, I don't really know what they are, it was too hard to see, is not possible today. You could not film that today. So kudos to them for filming this before that happened. But if you're thinking about doing a virtual gala in the future, this part would not be possible for you. Now, I ended, and they ended, on the MICC Masquerade Illuminate Yourself image. I like that. This clearly has a high production value, and if you're gonna do a live gala, it should have a high production value, and this does. It's very clear to see. Let's watch a little bit more.
Welcome to the 17th Annual MICC Gala and very first virtual gala. My name is Amy Goodmestead, and I'm MICC's Executive Director, and we are so...
Okay, I'm gonna pause right there. I like that the podium is decorated with masks, gives you an idea of their theme, which is illuminate, and maybe it was a masquerade. Oh, the theme is masquerade. They have their executive director and their auctioneer, Glenn Flebdo, I don't know this guy, up on stage. I also like that they have a beautiful backdrop. It's kind of different colors. It's probably just pipe and drape, but with different colored uplights. I don't love the opening scene with an auctioneer. It just seems weird to me. The auctioneer is not part of your organization, and the executive director should just be at the podium. That's what I would recommend to the client. There's really no reason why your auctioneer should be up there to start, especially because this has such a high production value, and there's clearly some edits. You just saw a quick little one where she made a mistake and they edited it together, which is fine. But if they have a high production value and this is going to be edited on the background, there really is no reason for your auctioneer to be there at the beginning. You should just introduce him and then get into the auction portion. But let's keep watching.
But we believe that the decision for us to go virtual tonight was the best one for our participants, our families, and our gala guests. We know that all of you have provided your support and have encouraged us along the way, and we know that there's many MICC gala parties in living rooms all over the country, and we are just so excited for you to participate in all of what we have tonight. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank our sponsors for
I'm going to pause right there. This is honest, so I'm not going to be mean, but I'm going to be honest. In the real world, in a real gala, it is okay to look at the other speaker while they're talking. On video, though, it is not a great idea to turn your face to look at the person speaking when there's a camera in front of you. It just doesn't look great. If you guys were having a conversation, sure, maybe, but you're not. She's speaking and you're looking at her. This is why it's not a good idea to have two people at the podium on a live stream. I just saw Glenn looking at her and it looked a little awkward. He looks uncomfortable. He shouldn't be up there until it's his turn.
Supporting our decision, and I especially want to thank our host sponsor, Best Buy, for all that you have done for MICC. We have so much fun planned, and I'm so thrilled to be able to have Glenn Flattabo from Flattabo Auctions supporting us and helping us have fun tonight.
Amy, I'm grateful to be here. And as a community, we will get through this time. And as Amy said...
Well, Glenn has great audio. I think that's super important. One of the most important things on video, as we know, is great audio. Glenn has great audio. He has a little tiny lapel mic on his lapel of his suit jacket, and the audio coming out of it is crisp and clear. It looks awesome. I don't love how this like kind of back and forth between them. I think she could have given her opening statements and then said, and now welcome Glenn. I'm not going to say his last name because I'm going to butcher it. I don't love the two of them standing there. I've said it once, I've said it twice. We're not going to touch it again.
We want to particularly thank all of you for rallying behind us during this time of need. You are going to have some fun with us tonight, though. We're going to play heads and tails, and the winner gets to choose next year's gala theme.
Glenn is doing it again, looking at their executive director. Seems totally normal in person to engage her. On screen, no. You want to engage with the audience. You want to say, we're going to have some fun. Not, hey, we're going to have some fun. You break the connection there. I'm not going to mention it again, but Glenn, it's annoying.
Which is a big deal, Amy. It's the 25th anniversary, so we're going to do that in a few moments. You're also going to hear Amy and I talk about our signature 5 live auction items. We have some great items for you to...
What I do love that they're doing here is setting you up with kind of what's coming up on deck. I know they're going to play heads and tails. I know they're going to have fun, and I know there's going to be some signature live items, and I know that there's going to be a fund to need because I'm an auctioneer, but I'm sure Glenn's going to tell us in a minute.
...it on until 8 p.m. tonight. And then we will conclude with the most important message, which is hearing from one of our students and the importance of making a fund-to-need gift.
Here it is.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. And Amy, tell them about what's next.
Well, we thought that it would be really important for all of you to be able to learn a little bit more about MICC. So we asked one of our community members, Evan Scanlon, to give you a tour of the MICC campus. So let's hand it off to Evan.
That was a beautiful transition. I love that they're starting things off. They're 4 minutes and 51 seconds into their gala, and they're already sharing a mission message. I bet you it's going to be good. It's going to be probably high production value. Let's see how it looks.
Hi, I'm Evan. I'm a graduate of MICC. Let me tell you, half the stuff I do around here, I never imagined I'd be doing around here. Part of our school's success comes from a non-traditional campus. We have classrooms located in apartments, homes, and businesses here in the local community. Ever since MICC was founded in 1996, we've been here at the Colony Apartments. We've converted 2 buildings into offices and classrooms. We have 3 programs: college, careers, and community. We're going to start with college today.
Well, that was beautifully made. It's a beautiful opening. If this was filmed during quarantine, clearly the cameraman is at least 6 feet away from the subject, the person giving, I didn't catch his name, us the tour. It looks really nice. The video is clean and beautiful. If you wanted to create a video like this, you could. I am not going to give you legal advice on what's legal and not legal during this coronavirus lockdown. I would say that cameramen are considered non-essential workers, and so are many nonprofits. So it may not be considered legal in your community to create a video like this, but this one does look really good.
Behind me is our Welcome Center, where our admissions team meets with potential students and their families. And across the street, we have Donaldson Park, a key facility we use for exercise, leisure, and getting acquainted with nature. Our students use the park for team building, walks, picnics, and fitness electives.
Looking good, Evan. Don't forget our fleet.
Oh yeah, for some activities, we have a fleet of MICC vehicles for student and participant transportation. Above admissions is our advisory.
Okay, so I'm skipping to 11:31. That was a long video. That was like a 7-minute video. That being said, if this was me, I would have maybe showed pieces of this video along the way. But a 7-minute video is long, but it's a great way to start your video off with a mission. So I'm skipping to 11 minutes and 31 seconds.
At MICC, we believe that sustainable independence leads to a quality life. What do I mean by sustainable independence? Sustainable independence is access to employment. It is having the skills to be able to search for a job.
So I love this. This is their executive director, Amy, looking beautiful at their beautifully decorated podium, alone, giving her address. And I like that. But now we're 11 minutes and 45 seconds into the gala.
Get that job and then maintain a job. Sustainable independence is access to housing. Not only having.
I think every executive director should give their mission and their vision. I think Amy's doing a great job, but I really want to get to the meat of this fundraising virtual gala. So I am going to skip ahead to 16:31. So Amy has about a 5-minute speech. I think that's probably a good length. I don't know how she is as a speaker. I'm not going to comment on how she is on a speaker. I think she probably does a great job. I want to get to the fundraising portion. So here we go.
To the stage, we're going to have a great game of heads and tails. Kick that off, get the energy in the room before we go right into our live auction.
Okay, so this is their first game. They're playing heads or tails. 1 round, 1 winner, and the prize is choosing the theme for the 2021 gala. Seems easy.
It's our favorite part of the night. Heads and tails. So, does everybody remember how to play heads and tails?
Yeah!
Alright, let's do this.
Now, Amy, tonight's Heads and Tails prize.
Now, I don't know if you can hear, but the sound quality definitely changed. They're now in a big room. Amy and Glenn are not looking at the camera. It's more like the camera following or showing them doing an activity with somebody in the room. Glenn's tie lights up. Looks like a gimmick. Doesn't look great on screen, but sure. But my audio is my biggest nitpick here, is that the sound quality is not great. It's not being fed directly into the camera, or the room is more cavernous. I don't know which one. Doesn't sound good. But I like the idea of playing a game. Let's see who they're playing it with.
Is a big deal. This has a street value of tens of thousands of dollars. The winner of Heads and Tails tonight will choose.
The audio is killing me.
Next year's theme, the 25th anniversary theme. Are we ready? All right, here we go. So it's a game of chance. You have to choose between putting your hands in your heads or your tails. Are you ready to go? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Put your hands.
So they're playing the game with some of their students. I like this idea. Typically, Heads or Tails is a fundraising game, but I like the pivot that they've made here using their students. So they have taken this opportunity to earn money, and now they're using this as an opportunity to show you their students and play a game with them and let one of them choose the theme.
Hands in your heads or your tails.
All right, I know how this game works, and so do you, so I'm going to skip this.
Everyone, we've got Hudson. He's going to be able to pick the theme for next year's game.
All right, so they spent like 4 minutes playing this game. It's cute. I don't know if they needed it, but I like it. The sound quality stinks.
Which we're going to share with you at the end of the...
Fingers ready. We are ready to go.
Okay, and now they're back to the high production value of them on stage. Oh, and Glenn's wearing jeans. I don't like that.
We have 5 amazing live auction items and then 1 surprise item that we're going to talk about. So, Amy.
All right, so Glenn's letting us know this is the live auction portion. There's 5 auction items plus a surprise.
Tell us about item number 1 in our live auction.
All right, item number 1, in-home Scandinavian dinner by executive chef Nicklas Frölander, donated by Nicklas Frölander. Private dinner for 8. You pick the date, and Chef Nicklas Frölander and his professional staff of servers will take care of the rest. Nicklas received his culinary education in Sweden.
So I think this is great. They have a beautiful slide here, and Amy's doing a really good job of reading the descriptions. But if you're going to do a high production value virtual gala, you might as well produce a little video snippet, perhaps a nice voiceover. Amy can do it, or some clips of somebody cooking. It just could be a little bit more interactive than just a still screen. Remember, this is video. It has to be engaging.
And has been trained internationally by acclaimed chefs. This is the perfect item for dinner with friends or a small holiday party. Dinner can be arranged at a mutually agreeable date.
And I will tell everyone, these in-home dinners are the strongest items that we're selling right now. Everyone loves to bid on an in-home dinner. He's a great guy. He was at our event last year. What I really like about him, he loves MICC. He's fallen in love with the organization. A big thank you to Chef Nicklas for this donation. And typically, Amy, I usually know who bids on these dinners at the MICC Gala. I think Kay Constantine would be a really good person to start bidding right now.
I think
So this I really like. Glenn, I got to hand it to you if this was your idea, or Amy. They went back and they looked at their past bidder history of who bought items like this in the past or bought this dinner in the past. And they probably, I'm guessing, approached this bidder previously to going live or recording this and asking her to bid on this, which I believe that she did. They gave her some call outs, some shout outs, some naches if you're a Jew, some kudos by name, and they're going to get the bidding going.
I think you would love Chef Frölander. He's a great guy. You're going to enjoy his meal. I think she should go for it.
Yes, one last thing to you, Kay. I typically give you a hug. Here's your virtual hug, so you can bid right after you receive your virtual hug. Here's item number 2, a fun item that we have as item number 2 tonight.
Yep.
Okay, so this was not made clear, and they could have made this a little bit more clear. The items that they're previewing, I'm assuming you have to bid on your mobile device. So they're explaining to their donors at home. This is more of just like a sales pitch, like a QVC kind of thing. Like, here are the items that we have, and they're so awesome. But you have to bid on your mobile device in order to bid on them. That was not clear to me if I just stumbled across this video.
Yes, item number 2, Kenny Chesney Chillaxification Tour, donated by friends of the MICC. You and 3 of your friends will receive a limousine transportation to US Bank Stadium and reserved seated floor seats in the second row at the Kenny Chesney Chillaxification Tour, featuring Florida Georgia Line, Old Dominion, Michael Franti, and Spearhead, with a date still to be determined.
Thank you to our donors of this item. These concerts have been hot as well.
So this looks like a great item. The problem with this item is the date is to be determined. And that's going to be an issue with a lot of auction items this year, is the date is TBD. The problem is if you sell it to somebody who ends up having a conflict on your date, you run the risk of having them say, I can no longer use this, and then your donation possibly goes away. That's a big risk to take, but hopefully they're going to get that information to the donor ahead of time and they can clear their schedule.
Years. 4 people. The new dates will be announced soon. You have an opportunity to go to the concert, have a great time. I think we have an idea who might be interested in bidding on this too.
I
Amy.
know of a huge Kenny Chesney fan that's out there that's watching right now. Hallie Foss. This would be a good one for you to check out.
Well, and one other word on this.
Again, I love that they're calling bidders out at home. Makes a great connection. If I can say your name, you feel like you're connected to me and you're right there with them.
These concert tickets, typically these have been selling for $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. It's a great opportunity. Our first item, that in-home dinner, you know that thing has been selling for $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 for an in-home dinner. So we've started our live auction tonight with 2 strong items. One last thing about the Kenny Chesney concert. If you bid high enough, Amy's singing a Kenny Chesney song in a private performance that's online next week, so we'll tell you more about that. Here's item number 3. This is a big deal, Amy. Item number 3.
This one is a big deal, and I encourage you, if you're watching us right now, go get your friends, go get your planners, get your checkbooks, and start to put a plan together, because I think item number 3 is a pretty amazing item. Item number 3, beautiful vacation home in Manzanillo, Mexico, donated by MICC family, the Kentons. This package is available to use until October of 2021.
Yeah, so you have
Okay, so I love that they had multiple pictures of this Mexico vacation home. I love that they extended the expiration date, October of 2021. The only thing that I have a couple issues with is that international travel is going to be hard. We don't know what the restrictions are going to be on traveling between countries, and we don't know if people are going to be wanting to travel. I think this one is risky, although I think it's interesting. It is clearly a beautiful home. I would love to go vacation at this home. I just worry that in March, during the coronavirus, while they're holding this, if this is a smart auction item to put in. That being said, it probably is going to sell well.
A year and a half to use it. Matter of fact, we sold this at the event last year. This sold for $12,000 at the event last year. It has a $16,500 value. It's a great item. Matter of fact, I've only had the chance to sell this probably 3 or 4 times in Minnesota over the last 5 years. A big thank you to the family that donated this. It's a group of Minnesota families that own this place. Thank you for supporting us tonight. And again, 2 different villas, so you could, if you took your in-laws, you could send them to the other villa and you could stay in the other one. Here's a great opportunity. Bid on this item. You can bid till 8 o'clock. Here's item number 4, which we...
Again, they're not giving great instructions that you have to bid online. I would have put the website down below. I would have put a link down in the comments box. There's lots of other little things you could do to encourage people to bid more.
We have another vacation property.
Another vacation home. Minnesotans, they just like to get away, right?
Okay, I'm going to mention this only once. They need a teleprompter. Them having paper notes creates rustling, which I don't like, and it's keeping their eyes down. And it's hard to stay connected to a video where people are looking down. I want to see their eyes on me. I want to see them connected to me, and that's not happening here. Glenn is a trained entertainment professional, and he is used to speaking up and looking at the camera. Amy maybe is a bit nervous. Give her a teleprompter. Make it look like she's looking at the camera, because right now, everyone knows she's reading paper.
Item number 4, Florida Beach Home, Fort Myers Beach, donated by the Savarides, another MICC family. Watch the sunset from your private porch and lounge on the sands of Fort Myers Beach. This is a 4-bedroom vacation home that sleeps 8 and has plenty of seating in the living and dining rooms for a great family time. The private King Master Suite experience to remember and have some...
Okay, because I skipped a little bit there. We didn't need to hear all that. Because this auction was pre-filmed, they had the opportunity to do a couple little extra things. They could put like 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, beach access right here on the screen where you could see it. There's lots of other little things they could do to make it more appealing and easy for you as a bidder to remember the details of this package. Of course, you have all the information in your phone, but it would have been really nice to have it up on the screen. Okay, I'm going to skip the last auction package, and then we're going to go into a transition of another video.
Personal thank you to Chef Max. He's done tons of donations for us over the years. The place is right over by the University of St. Thomas and St. Paul. The cheeseburgers are amazing. And if Kay didn't get the first dinner, she can bid on this last dinner that we have as a selection.
Kay's going to love you.
She is going to love you. Me. So bid right now, Kay. You can bid again on a dinner. So again, the live auction's open until 8 o'clock. Have fun. Every time you bid, you are making a difference for us. Thank you for participating in the live auction.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, clearly we're transitioning into another mission video, another MICC video. This could have been done a little smoother. They could have said, all right, we want you to watch this video and then we'll be back with the fund and need. They could have provided a link or stay tuned. This is coming up. They didn't. Look, I think this was probably put together in a few days, and I think they're doing an amazing job. I don't want to throw any shade or any hate on MICC. I love Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota. I have 2 cousins with learning disabilities and some physical disabilities. I want this organization to prosper. What I'm trying to do with this video is teach your organization about what to do and not do during a virtual gala and give you my opinion. And you should watch one and hear a professional give you their opinion instead of just watching and being like, wow, we could do this. All right, here we go.
My name is Andrew McLean. Since graduating from MICC, I've made more friends, become more social, more outgoing in the community. Riding the bus was challenging at first, but once I...
Okay, so now it's clear that my assumption about what MICC does is true. It obviously helps adults with some learning disabilities or, I don't know, any kind of living with disabilities, lead an independent life. I'm going to skip this video. This video looks great. It has a high production value. It has beautiful music. It has one story told from Andrew's point of view. I am sure it is amazing. But for the sake of time, I am going to skip it. I'm going to pick up at 33 minutes and 12 seconds, which means that Andrew's video was about 6 minutes long. It's a little bit longer than I prefer, but I think for a video virtual gala, it's okay.
I want to start by
So real quick, they had that opening screen that says Trevor, and it was just like a slide. They could have done a quick little voiceover. Please welcome to the stage, Trevor Pettigrew, and it would have sounded more like a live gala. But I think this looks great, and Trevor, your outfit rocks.
recognizing the MICC class of 2020.
I'm going to skip Trevor's address because I really don't think there's going to be anything wrong with it. He looks great, he's dressed great, and he's speaking. Trevor's address ends at 39:43, which means Trevor's speaking for 6 minutes. I think that's actually a perfect amount of time.
Trevor, that speech was amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, great job, Trevor. It's always my favorite portion of the event to hear participants share their story. And now we've come to the moment that we can make the greatest difference together as a community. This is our Funded Need Appeal, where we can directly support our mission.
Okay, so I think I figured out why Glenn and Amy, if that are their names, Glenn's the auctioneer and Amy's the executive director. I think I know why they're together. I think I figured it out. So first of all, I would add their names underneath them every single time they come on stage. This is a live event. So if you're going to watch it and you're not YouTube savvy, you may have popped in the middle and not know who these two people are. So if I were you, I would put the names under every single time somebody popped up. What I think the purpose is having Glenn on stage with Amy is so that you know who Glenn is and that you trust Glenn because Amy is standing next to him. I think that's what they're going for. And now that I'm 40 minutes into this video, it's kind of working for me. It was a bit weird at first, but I'm there now. Like, I trust Glenn. It's very clear he and Amy like each other, trust each other, get along well. And so if I'm connected to the organization, but have never met or seen Glenn before, I would look to Amy. And I actually think what they're doing is smart. I still would have had Amy open by herself and then had her formally introduce Glenn. But I do like this little bit that they're doing here towards the end. We're now at 40 minutes in and we're at the Funded Need.
And before I
am very curious about how they're going to do this.
ask for your donations, Amy, I'd like to have you share with everyone at home tonight the importance of these gifts.
Yeah, and as I said earlier tonight, sustainable independence leads to a quality of life, and that is through access. That is through the coaching, the teaching, and the problem solving that we do at MICC. We want to continue to deliver high quality programming. We want to expand our reach and be able to serve more individuals, and we want to partner with research so that we can make a difference in the lives of individuals on the autism spectrum so they have what they need to lead a quality life.
So every gift matters. Our goal in this moment is to see if we can raise $300,000 as a community. My friends, we can do this together. And
I like the language. I like what Amy said. I like that they're putting up how much they want to raise. I like that Glenn's saying we can do this together. I like all of it.
Super excited to announce that two families have come together tonight. Hallie Foss's family and the Lighty family has come together and they're giving a $100,000 match. So that's a big deal.
So Glenn, you know your stuff here. You didn't look down once. You knew these names cold, and this looked legitimate and heartfelt, which it probably was. But that takes a great auctioneer. I don't know Glenn at all. I've never interacted with him. I've never spoken to him. But that is a sign of a great auctioneer, to learn these facts, to learn these names ahead of time so you can deliver them on stage with real passion. And Glenn just did that. And so kudos to you, Glenn.
They're going to match every gift dollar for dollar up to $100,000.
Okay, so their goal is $300,000. They have $100,000 in the bank, so they really, really need to raise $200,000.
So every gift that you give is multiplied up to $100,000. We also have a very moving announcement. Our founders, Beverly and Ro Hatland, are in Montana tonight. Hi, Bev and Ro. We've had a family come forward
so cute that they're
honor the leadership that you've shown to start this organization, they're giving $10,000. So thank you to that family. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. That is a big deal. We love our founders, and we want to say hi to Bev and Roe in Montana right now.
Yes, and we just in the last few hours, we've had another family step forward with another $10,000 gift. And 4 families have agreed to give $5,000. So you can click on the link right now and make a donation in the giving moment. Every gift will be matched up to $100,000. Amy, that
Again, I do believe the link was sent to their donors, but I think they did themselves a disservice not to put the link on the page. I'm watching this back a month later, and I could still make a donation right now. They should have the link somewhere. I don't see it.
is remarkable.
Thank you all for your amazing support. And as Glenn has said,
Okay, I guess the Fund and Need moment is over. They're not doing it live. If that's what you're going to do for your live gala, I would have 3 or 4 Fund and Need moments. One at the beginning, one in the beginning middle, one in the towards the end middle, and then one's at the end. There's no reason to just save it for the end. Ask people to make donations throughout your entire virtual gala. That was really that 1 minute was really short. I think they could have done more, quite honestly. But that's what they chose to do. And I think probably for putting it together short term, it was decent.
over and over, every gift matters. Every gift matters tonight and into the future. You are making a difference in the lives of the participants and the families that attend MICC, and we wouldn't be able to do it without all of you.
And here's our last surprise. Very interesting story. A family last year that was at this event that does not have a family member connected with MICC was so inspired, they reached out, they have received a tour of the campus. Last year, they became passionate supporters, and they've agreed tonight to match an additional $50,000. Isn't it remarkable?
Amazing. It's amazing.
So reading between the lines here and what they're saying, they did a lot of outreach before this gala. We heard of $4,000 or $5,000 gifts, a couple $10,000 gifts, a $50,000 gift, a $100,000 gift. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I think virtual galas are kind of smoke and mirror shows. And I don't think that's bad, but clearly this organization has raised about $200,000 prior to going live with this video, which is smart. It would be very silly for them to assume they were going to raise all $300,000 just from this one live stream video. And by the way, when I say live stream, this wasn't live stream. They didn't do this live on the air. It was pre-recorded, it was pre-edited, but it premiered live on YouTube on the set date and the set time that they wanted. And if you want to learn how to do that, there's like a million videos on YouTube about how to do that. I think this is a great option for a live event.
Amazing. And what I think is so amazing is that there's no family connection. I think this is a family that really saw the mission in action at MICC and felt that their gift could be a true investment in their community, and we're just so thrilled to have their support.
So thank you again to that family. It's a Minnesota family that's asked to be anonymous, but thank you to that family. You can make your donation right now. Every gift will be matched up to $150,000. Thank you for your support. 2 final things. Thank you for rallying behind us. As a community, these are difficult times, but we're going to get through this together as a community. Thank you for getting behind MICC with our virtual gala. And I also want to give compliments and a heartfelt thank you to the woman standing right next to me. Amy, we are blessed to have your leadership. She's been with us for so many years. Amy, thank you for all that you're doing.
Let's see if
Thanks,
there's anything
Glenn,
else.
for your support tonight and your encouragement. But we really wouldn't be able to do all of our work without the amazing staff and community that pulls MIC together. MIC coming up here and sharing your story with all of our you can announce it to everyone.
I see. Before I open this envelope, I would like to announce the date of next year's gala. It's going to be March 13th, 2021, and it's also going to be MICC's 25th anniversary.
This is sweet, announcing the gala date.
Pretty exciting.
It is.
And the theme is Silver Celebration.
Woohoo! Wear your silver and come and celebrate 25 years of MICC.
So all in all, I think this was a really great virtual gala. It wasn't live, with which I like, so it had a high production value, it had good sound, it had decent auction items, it had a fund and need, it had a couple mission moments. I think this is a really good example of something that your organization could do. Now, of course, you'd have to probably film it yourself in your house without a video camera, depending on the laws and regulations, without a video camera guy. depending on the laws and regulations of your state. What I encourage you not to do is have a Zoom virtual event. But I think this is a really great idea for any organization. But again, they already raised $200,000 coming into this event. How? Reaching out to their donors, doing donor stewardship, and communicating with them about the mission and the work of their organization. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's a little longer than normal. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. I'm going to do a couple of these so that you can see all different kinds of virtual galas that people are doing.